Well, hello scaredy cats. Welcome to Jump Scare, the weekly show where I bring you guys into the frightening world of horror. I'm your ghost host, Sierra Caballero. And yes, I have a scary mouth on my shirt. Don't feed it. Found footage films, at its core, were inspired by documentary filmmaking. As far as using it as a fictional medium, you have Mondo films and of course mockumentaries to thank for that. Mondo films, aka shockumentaries, are fictional films shot as documentaries, usually focusing on taboo or horrific subjects. Think Mondo Cane or Faces of Death. That one's pretty traumatizing because it uses footage of real dead people. If you are willing to get through that, check it out. Okay. Well, the genre of Mondo was founded by director Guillermo Jacopetti. I wrote an article about Mondo films, so if you want to know more about Mondo, check out my article, Guide to Mondo. The most well-known Mondo film, of course, is Cannibal Holocaust. The film caused director Ruggero Deodato to be arrested, and he had to prove that not only were his cast members alive, but the sequences such as the pole through the body was fake. It's amazing, it looks so real, so I could see why he would be arrested. Well, Cannibal Holocaust came out in 1980, proving the effectiveness of such a guerrilla style of filmmaking and intense campaign telling people this is real, this happened, these people are dead. People believed that the fictional documentary crew were actually murdered by hungry cannibals. Mondo was highly popular in the 80s and 90s, and soon Hollywood finally took notice. Which brings us to 1992, introduced the mockumentary Man Bites Dog, which proved even more that found footage could be a possible cash grab or some sort of use of creative fictional storytelling. Man Bites Dog follows a documentary crew who follow a serial killer, and soon enough this documentary crew kind of becomes part of the killing. You should see it, it's a very good film. Very unnerving as well. Blair Witch Project soon came onto the scene in 1999. Yes, it took a long time for found footage to finally get its footing. Using similar marketing methods as the many Mondo films before it, however, using a new tool of the internet, which made people believe that these people had real websites, social media platforms, you name it. The film defied industry preconceptions and formulas of not only marketing, but also with the story. Found footage soon took off in the mid-2000s. Yes, it's weird it took that long for people to be like, oh, well, Blair Witch was good, let's keep going, but let's wait till the mid-2000s, because who are we kidding? With various films such as Paranormal Activity, Cloverfield, and even Quarantine, it started to gain a lot of traction, as you can tell with As Above, So Below and The Gallows, and it keeps going. But lately, there's been a decline in found footage, which makes us wonder, where is horror going now? Will found footage ever return? Will it change? Who knows? Many of my favorite found footage films include the REC franchise. That's R-E-C, like recording on a camera. It's a really, really great franchise. It's a Spanish franchise, so if you don't mind subtitles. Actually, REC was the film Quarantine was based on, so if you're ever curious about why they're so similar. Other great found footage films include Grave Encounters, which I think is funny because it's basically making fun of ghost adventures. The guy looks like Zach Bagans, not joking. Then there's Troll Hunters, taking a Deborah Morgan, and I know this one's not really found footage, but it deals with it, is Thesis or something like that. And it's a Spanish film, and it kind of deals with the snuff films and all that. It's a really good film. But if you like more intense found footage films, of course you have the VHS franchise, but also the Poughkeepsie tapes. And I wouldn't really recommend it, but August Underground if you're a gore hound. More power to you. There's also Lake Mungo and Atrocious. So there's a lot of various options for found footage, not just the mainstream ones like Paranormal Activity or The Gallows. So check out those found footage films. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite found footage film is. And if you want to know more about found footage history and Mondo history and things like that, comment down below. Today's director spotlight is Herchell Gordon Lewis, who unfortunately died earlier this year on September 26th. He will always be remembered as the godfather of gore, creating the splatter genre. Who is Herchell Gordon Lewis? He is the Wizard of Gore. He invited us to the blood feast to get the taste of blood, to hang out with the gore girls and the gruesome twosome, just for the hell of it. Stay spooky, my friends.